Hi, I'm Kimberly, and if you're new here, then welcome to my channel. Every week I share a new crafting, sewing, or Cricut video on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and then turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on my next crafting video. Today we're going to be making these really cute personalized Christmas elves using our Cricut Joy. You will need the following supplies: Dollar Tree elves, iron-on, a Cricut machine, a Cricut Easy Press Mini or a small iron, a weeding tool, a pair of scissors, and an ironing mat. Get a piece of your white iron-on and feed it into your machine. Once it's done cutting, unload your mat and click Finish. I'm going to be removing all of the iron-on that I do not want to transfer to my project. I like to start by weeding in the corner of my project. You can use your weeding tool to make it a little bit easier to pull the material away from the backing. Once I have that corner up, I will usually just use my fingers and gently pull away the rest of the material. I like to use a 45-degree angle to slowly pull that excess material away from your project. You want to be really careful not to rip anything in the process. I like using my weeding tool to get the more intricate parts of my design up, like the insides of my letters. If you need help seeing which parts of your design you need to weed, you can either hold it up to a light or to a light box. The light shows through the cracks, making it a lot easier to weed this, especially with glitter iron-on. I'm going to use a pair of scissors just to cut apart my designs, that way I can place them all over my elves. Now that our design is ready to go, it's time to heat up either your Easy Press or your iron. If you're using an iron, set it to high heat with 0 steam. You want to make sure that water basin is completely empty, otherwise the steam could ruin your transfer. Cricut has an amazing guide online that tells you exactly what temperature, time, and pressure you need to press your iron-on at, so I'm always referring to that when I do iron-on. The exact settings are going to vary depending on the type of iron-on that you're using and also the material that you're transferring it to. Also, be sure to check if your iron-on is either warm or cool peel. This is going to let you know whether you should peel your backing sheet right when it's warm, a few seconds after pressing it, or completely cool, which is about 1 to 2 minutes later. For this project, I am going to be heating my Easy Press Mini up to medium, which is the 2 little waves on the front. They will turn green when they're ready, and I'm going to be pressing for about 25 seconds. Before I press my design, I really like to lay out where I want the designs to go. We are going to start with the name on the chest of my elf. Once you're happy with the placement, you can go ahead and press your design. You want to double check to make sure your Easy Press is heated to the correct temperature before you start pressing. According to the heat guide, we need constant movement with light pressure for 25 seconds. So I'm going to gently move around my Easy Press just to cover all the parts of my design. Since the Easy Press Mini doesn't have a timer, you will need to keep track of it using a timer like on your phone, or you could just count to 25. Our iron-on is a cool peel, which means that we need to allow the design to cool before we peel off the backing, so about 1 to 2 minutes. Once your design is ready to be peeled, you can just peel it away at a 45-degree angle. I like to start peeling from the corner of my design. As you begin peeling, make sure that you're checking that your design has completely transferred. Now you're going to want to follow the same process for the rest of your designs. Once you've finished putting your iron-on onto your elves, I like to give them a good pressing all over their body just to make sure that they look a little bit nicer, because they do get a little bit crumpled up while they're at the store. So I'm just gonna go over their legs and flatten them out. I wanna make them look nice and pretty. Just make sure that you avoid going over your iron-on. Now, you might be wondering how much you can sell these elves for. On Etsy, these personalized elves sell from anywhere between $3 and $10, and they happen to sell like hotcakes on Facebook and at craft fairs. Because the cost of the supplies is really low and it doesn't take a lot of work to personalize these items, it is a great item to sell during Christmas time. If you're looking for them, you can find them in the seasonal aisle at your local Dollar Tree. If your Dollar Tree is sold out of them, be sure to look online at dollartree.com to find them. Be sure to tag me on Instagram when you use this tutorial so I can see what you're making and I can share your photos in my stories. Thanks so much for tuning in to Sweet Red Poppy today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Sweet Red Poppy.